Hey, what is up guys? It is SgamingR here, bringing you my first ever Let's Play series. So this is going to be a unique one, because I'm pretty sure it's a game there's not many Let's Plays out there for. This is Monster Hunter Portable Third. And now I know this is a very popular game in Japan. I'll give you some history right now. So this is a very popular game in Japan. Not just this game, but the whole series. And you can look it up if you want. It's called Monster Hunter. And I've been playing these games for a while. I'd say the first one I played was Monster Hunter, the original, and then which was for the PS2. And then I played the PSP games, which came out shortly after, which it was the port to everywhere else but Japan, or it's pretty much the European and American port, so English. That game was called Monster Hunter Freedom, the first one for the PSP. After that came Monster Hunter Freedom 2, and these are the English versions. The Japanese versions had different names. The second game they called them Monster Hunter Portable Third because it's on the PSP instead of the normal console systems they used to be on. And then the next one was Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, the English one, and the Japanese one was Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G. And then this one, and then actually they made another console game called Monster Hunter Tri, or Monster Hunter 3, which is for the Wii, and that was an interesting game. Again, it was for the Wii, and it should have been for the PS3, so there was a lot of debate over that. That came out somewhere April 2010. I want to say. Wait, I gotta look that up now. One sec. August 1st, 2009 for Japan, obviously, and this company, the company is Capcom. I'm sure you all have heard of them because of Street Fighter. And it came out in North America April 20th, 2010. So I remember last year I was really psyched for this because it was a Monster Hunter tree, and the game had come out in August in Japan, so a lot of people, there was quite a few people in the United States which are quite psyched about this game. And it was publicized. I saw a couple ads on TV, nothing too big, so not that greatly publicized, but it was. Okay, how am I recording this right now? I do have a hacked PSP, but I'm not using remote joy, hence the black bars. I'm actually using my component cable, which is a full HD cable, from the PSP to my Hapag HD PVR, which is an HD capture card used for capturing TV, television, or video games. And then that in turn is running to my 1080p HD LED television. And yet, I'll tell you why the quality is not the greatest. It is because, a couple things. It's so stupid. The PSP component cable, when you connect it from your PSP to your TV, only the screen, like when you're on the home, like when you're on the XMB, the X Cross Media bar for the PSP, there's no, it covers up the whole screen on the TV when everything's plugged in. Then when you go to a game, it covers up, like there's a huge black bars on the top, bottom, on the left and the right, and then the screen takes up like a portion in the middle, which is really stupid. I don't know why they don't make it full screen for the game. There must be some problem. I have no idea. So then that requires me to crop this video, thus making the quality worse because I'm enlarging the size. And because I'm using stupid iMovie, I can't even crop it. I'll have to crop it like ratio correct. Therefore, there will be these small black bars. They're not that big and they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Gives me space to put my little logo at the bottom. which I made in 5 seconds. Anyhow, and okay, now so Capcom had been pretty good at releasing all English games for the English fans. You know, we got up to Monster Hunter Tree, and then this game comes out, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. A year goes by, and literally a year has gone by. December. I think December was the release date. Now I have to check this again. Okay, so yes, a year has gone by since the Japanese version came out. December 1st, 2010 is when this game came out for Japan. Not only that, insult to injury, August 2011, August 25th, an HD PS3 version comes out for this game, and yet there's still no English port of this game that Capcom has released. So they've completely abandoned their English fans, and I've resorted to hacking my PSP and getting this game for free because I feel abandoned as a fan. And I don't want to play a game where I'm forced to read Japanese. Yes, I could buy the Japanese game, but I know there's a lot of people who had, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure out how to read something when I could just get this English patch for free. I know that seems bad, but, you know, it's Capcom's fault. Okay, anyway, enough of ranting. So there was a nice little intro cutscene right there. Another thing about the quality is actually, if you know anything about PSP games, there is CSOs and then there's ISOs. ISOs tend to be larger and CSOs are smaller. Memory space was a slight problem, so I downloaded a CSO, which was a compressed version of an ISO. Quality got reduced, and loading times are a little longer. On the PSP it looks amazing, and then when you put it on the 1080p HD television, quality suffers. But, you know, I'm really not one to complain. It still looks pretty decent looking at it in iMovie. It looks viewable. Hopefully I'll be able to upload in 720p HD. It should let me because the format should be in 720p HD considering everything I used was HD material. Okay guys, so what happened right there? So it pretty much showed us taking a ride in a cart towards this village called Yukumo. And here we are chilling in the bath. So let me just tell you something I didn't even get to back to the beginning of the video. Character creation. So yes, I created my character and I made him awesome. Brohan. And I showed you guys also that I do have a previous save around 20 hours put in. That's okay. That's nothing really for a Monster Hunter game. Normally, I can honestly say that you can put at least 500 hours into these games each. They're nowhere near as long as a game like Skyrim, but it's all just the multiplayer is amazing in this game. The multiplayer is pretty much just joining together with your friends or online and hunting monsters. Unfortunately, as many of us know, PSP doesn't have Wi-Fi support. It has LAN. Shit, what's it called? One sec. Yeah, it has WLAN. And that's only for connecting to people in the same room as you, pretty much. There is PS3 program called Ad Hoc Party, which enables me to play multiplayer. I'm running out of time, so I'm talking faster. Okay, so this was it pretty much. I'm just going to call this video Character Creation and Intro Let's Play. Don't worry, my next commentaries will be interesting when we actually get to fight some monsters. I'm actually going to cut this short here because next video I'm going to call it Exploring Yukumo Village. I'll just go around and show you everything that's in the village. It's a small village because it is a PSP game and it can't be as large as the one On the Wii, there was an online town, and then the local village for offline. Anyway, I want you guys to tell me whether I should leave a comment, please, telling me whether I should continue the series or not. If it'd be something you guys are interested in, if the black bars really bother you, I can find a way to get rid of them. Might just end up recording using Remote Joy, which enables me to get my PSP screen on my computer, and then I can just use the screen recorder to capture that, get some nice HD quality. This game is partially in Japanese. I do have the latest patch out available, possible. Team Mavericks 3.6 English patch. I think it's more advanced than it, and if any of you recognize this name, Team HHG, their patch. But that's just my opinion. I'm not really sure. I can't really use the other one considering I don't have that certain firmware, custom firmware on my PSP. The custom firmware I have allows me to use this game, first of all, this CSO file and this patch. So I'm not too worried about that. The only things that are in Japanese are some of the dialogue, and even some of the dialogue is translated into English, and then pretty much the rest of the game is English. And if you want to get this game, if it looks interesting, and if you have a PSP, then send me a private message and I'll explain how to get it. Other than that, I think this is it for this video. Next video will be exploring Yukumo Village, and when we actually get to hunting monsters, the commentary will get interesting. I just had to give you some, there's a lot of you who probably don't know what this game is. I had to give you some background info so you know what's going on. Anyway, I'll call it quits now. Please leave a like if you liked it, or dislike the video if you did not like it, and subscribe if you feel the need, and see you next video, exploring Yukumo Village, part 2 of my Let's Play Monster Hunter Portable 3rd.